is a job interview by me. Okay. So, on average, people apply to any given job. The number is about 118, but only 20% actually get to the interview. So if you've ever had an interview, or you're going to apply in the near future, and then you get the interview, that's already one step closer to getting your job. But now you have to handle the interview. So, how to ace your interview? You have to understand the importance of a job interview, first. Second, you have to prepare for the job interview, of course. And third, take on the interview. Okay. So why is a job interview so important? Well, first, you're able to make an impression. You yourself, your presentation, how you present to the interviewer in your appearance and competence in answering the questions leaves a lasting impression, and also it helps the interviewer for the decision-making process. As for the interviewer, they evaluate your personality to determine whether you would be a good fit for the company or not. Second, you're able to exchange information. So you have the opportunity to ask questions to gain further insight regarding the expectations of the job, and you're able to get a better sense of the company's principles. For the interviewer, they're able to learn more about your background that may not be reflected on your resume, and they're able to convey more in-depth information about the company and the job. Lastly, it narrows the field. Let's say that you had 5 interviews last week, and some went bad, some went good, and some went great. You're able to use the interview process to see which company would be the best fit for you. And for companies, this helps distinguish incompatible candidates with those who are well suited for the job. So, how should you prepare for your job interview? First, you want to research the company, usually visit their website, their About Us section. You want to also research the job you're getting into. And if they give you the interviewer's name, you can also research into the interviewer. You also want to practice interviewing, much like I practiced my speech for like millions of hours, so that you're not stressed out. When you're rehearsing, you feel rehearsing eases the nerves and also helps you seem more natural than robotic when you're answering questions in the future. And dress for success, use your own judgment for your job and what you're going to wear. So I'm going to wear business formal to a corporate job, but if I'm going to go for like the gym or Chuck E. Cheese, you want to go a little less formal. Lastly, bring your essentials. You might want to bring a folder or briefcase with extra copies of your resume or list of references if they ask for any. You also want to bring notebook and pen if you have any notes for them and other questions that you might want to ask. Also, bring your killer personality, stunning attitude, and your awesome smile. Alright, lastly, during and after an interview. When you're answering the interview questions, you want to make sure that you're concise. You don't want to end up like having to ramble on because you lost the main idea of your point. Also, remember what you rehearsed when you were practicing your interview, but make sure it doesn't sound robotic, as I said. Second, you want to ask at least 2 or 3 questions, but make sure that they can't be answered through simple research online. Asking 2 or 3 questions shows your genuine interest and enthusiasm in the company and the job. Lastly, follow up with a thank you note to show your gratitude, and it gives you a chance to add important information that might have not been discussed in the interview. So, a quote was, "You're only as good as your words, and your words are only as good as your actions." So hopefully now you understand the importance of a job interview, and then you prepare for your job interview with this picture: failing to prepare equals prepare to fail. So that you succeed in your job interview, and hopefully you get the job, and Obama and I believe in you. That's it.
Comments for April?
You were very enthusiastic.
Very
It showed
enthusiastic.
that you practiced a lot.
Millions of hours?
Yes, millions.
That's kind of an exaggeration, I bet. Any other comments or suggestions?
It was in a really good organization.
Okay.
Right along their points.
All right. Last but not least, we've got Justin.